Guess it wasn't who I was, or who I thought I'd be. It wasn't boundaries I crossed, or forgiveness in the sea of overpowered happy thoughts. But they don't tend to speak, found words in silent talk, drawing lines for all to see. And I say, it's been so long for me, I can see why no one's called. The sun, it don't belong to me, but it's all I've got to hold. So I'll go home. Said it wasn't in the cards, me to live a life of ease. I took too much to heart and let it set the scene, but kept the hanging scars and framed them for peace to prove my undetermined start. It's why I'm in the weeds, and I say, it's been so long for me, I can see why no one's hard. The sun, it don't belong to me, but it's all I get to hold. If I hear one more tragedy, I may find myself a hole. Dig until the light tells me that you won't reach me anymore. Been so long for me, I can see why no one's called. Song, it don't belong to me, but it's all I've got to hold. If I hear one more tragedy, I may find myself at war, but I'll try holding home. It feels good to be here at the Boulton Center, on stage, opening for my friend and my boss, Stephen Kellogg and Chris Barron. Y'all, we haven't met before. My name's Trey Sheehan. I grew up homeschooled on an alpaca farm in West Virginia. Not a punchline, it's just the truth. I've been thinking about what we've been doing. Are you doing it too? Spinning my head around to come and picked up Mr. Chris Barron. I put in the directions to the Boulton Center for the Performing Arts, which we thought was an hour and 15 minutes away. Double that. And now we got here, we got everything on and working, and can't wait to bring these guys out to give you the show you're here to see. I'll talk about that in a second. This is a song that I wrote back on that alpaca farm during the dark year. And it's on a record called Hello from the End of the World. I promise the record itself is an upbeat number. This is one of my favorite songs from that record. I was hoping for a weekend alone with my sins. Oh, every word I thought that I said, I left the letters that you sent unread. I stuck out the window and ran down. I came back home, but you locked the doors. You took the key that we left on the porch. Oh, every time you heard what I said, you burned the letters we left unread. You burned the letters we left unread. Very much. Something I don't think I mentioned specifically is that I'm out here. I've been on the road with Stephen since January of this year, tour managing for him, which has been such an incredible gig. He is, if you haven't met him, he is as nice as he seems. He's been helping me, he's been bringing me out to open some of these shows and helping me get my own career in order, which is just a huge blessing. So if you see me, crawling around the stage later, that's intentional. It's supposed to happen. And out by the merch table, I've got some merch with me, some records and t-shirts and stuff. But the most important thing I got there, and I really truly mean this, is my mailing list. I am working on a show right now at Amityville Music Hall for a few months from now, and I would love to see some of y'all there if you're enjoying the set right now. So please go out to the merch table, say hey to Laura, and sign up for that mailing list. And I'll be back there at the end of the show. Right now what I need from you is I need you guys to sing along with me, okay? It's nothing crazy. There's no words. It's just a melody. It'll sound like this. Sing that with me, come on.
Chris Barron. We're so happy to be here. Close your eyes, close the door. You don't have to worry anymore.
Should gonna sail away? Are we gonna let it in that big gold broom that's gonna shine like a spoon? But we won't forget it, you won't regret it. Kick your shoes off, do not fear. Bring that bottle over here. I'll be your baby tonight.
First night of our tour together and the last night of our tour together simultaneously.
Because am I fired?
No, you are mega hired. So this is the Old Friends tour, and this is the end of the Old Friends tour. What I did this year is I've invited 16 of the people who have inspired me throughout my 25 years of playing music to come and join me, and we're doing 55 dates, and this is about the 50th, the first one with Chris. So what we're going to do tonight is in this bowl, because we couldn't find anything else to put the things in, we put this bowl here. In this bowl are several different categories, and what we're going to do tonight is we're going to pick a category out of that bowl, and then we're each going to play a song from that bowl, and for better or for worse, this will be the only show of its kind ever. Whether that's exciting to you or not, there's no refund. So here we go. All right. First. I never do that, but I might. No. There's already not enough trust in the voting system. We got to go with this. Okay. This is the category. Tell us a story, an actual story. This is a great category if you get it like in the middle and you just tell a story, but it's...
No, I can tell a story.
Okay, go ahead, go first, yeah.
I mean, but I'm gonna tell a story about me because I'm a lead singer and I'm not interested in things that don't pertain directly to me. All right. I'm also gonna tell a story that casts me in a favorable light. Let's just say. All right. I mean, this is all about songwriting and writing, right? So I'll tell you a song about how I became a writer. I had an amazing English teacher in middle school. His name was Eugene Doherty. He got his arm blown off at the Battle of Iwo Jima. And he used to wear this this is the 80s, this is the 20th century, so shit was fucking gnarly back then. And he used to wear this crazy fucking naga hide hook thing that was like this. And he would yell at you, okay, phone's off. All right, can I get some for phones off? Right. Put your phone off, put your phone away, you don't need your phone, okay? So I'm going to pretend that the person who did that is over there so that I don't embarrass anybody over here. No, right? Can we all agree? Just big no phone applause, right? Yeah. And if I may say, if somebody like at a Steve and Chris show, this is the first one we've ever done, but I'm going to create like a new culture of our shows. It's okay to shun and shame people who are making noise on their phone at one of our shows. Okay. Anyway, so Eugene Doherty. So I'm sitting in class, and he's like teaching us about. Did that just happen again?
I think he's turning his phone off.
Okay, good. I hope so. He's teaching us about literary devices like metaphors and similes and hyperbole and stuff like that. And he's like, does somebody have a simile? And I'm 12, right? 7th grade. And I go, put my hand up, calls on me, and it's Mr. Barron. And I say, in the distance, a bell tolls like a lonely sentinel of a happier time. And he goes, is that Faulkner? And I go, who's Faulkner? And he read everything, so he kind of rolled his eyes back in his head. And he goes, very good, Mr. Barron. So I always had a penchant for creative writing. And so here's a song with some creative writing in it. It's called Raining Again. I look out at the sky, and it will split it now. And the whole world head for batting out to the cloud. I went to my captain, 'cause I had to ask him when. The big grass seemed to flip was from the end. It's if the sun's up there above the clouds, there's a saint and big crowd. David, broken bones to mend. But it's never gonna stop raining again. No, it's never gonna stop raining again. I looked in the good book and I found a couple lines. Said strong, not too strong, happen in our time. I went to the preacher and I told him of my finds. He said the good Lord seems to change his mind. He said the sun's up there above the clouds, and there's a saint and big crowd. David and broken bones to man. But it's never gonna stop raining again. No, it's never gonna stop raining again. Baby, when we looked down on the land, and that was not a single place to stand. So I'll be in the backyard, under the carpet, old oak tree. You can get on in and sail away with me. Sun's up there above the clouds, and there's a saint in the
this isn't really a story. This is just me needing to just quickly talk about the holidays for a second, or as I like to know them, the season of lies. Are there any like very young children here tonight? There are.
Totally fine.
Okay. Well, no, it's not though, because I don't want to lay my trip on your kids. But my feeling was that if we kind of didn't tell the truth about, like, I always find it really stressful when I get asked technical questions about how Santa gets here, and I really don't want to ruin anyone's life here. I just feel like if I don't tell completely the truth, then like if they end up on heroin later, I'm like, they're like, you lied about Santa, but won't you? If you brought your kids here, that's on you. I'm just gonna say. For those of you who know me as a family man, I should mention that I just, in order to get Noelle, my third, she just turned 15 yesterday, and she's always, God bless if you're cheering for 15, because it's a rough age. It's a rough situation. But she would always help me with the lights, the Christmas lights. And this year, I actually had to cut a deal where I said, all right, I will read the chapter of Lord of the Flies and tell you what it says. I'll be your human Cliff Notes if you'll just do the lights with me. And she's like, fine. Awful child. Total bullshit. And these guys give us their Christmas lists, which are so ambitious. I want to go to Paris, I want a pool, I want a fucking dog. I'm like, are you shitting me? Have we met? Do you know who your father is? Like, you understand? Like, I'll write you a song, but this is not in my means here, okay? And what do we get as parents? We're trying so hard. What do we get in return? We get holiday coupons. We get holiday coupons like, hey, I'll help you do the dishes. And it's like, you won't. Because when I say, hey, I'd like to cash it in, they're like, hey, I got homework. I'm like, why is this my problem? Like, I'm cashing in my holiday coupon. Why are you... I'm sorry. It is a family show in many respects. I hope that hasn't caused you any strife. The thing is, I'm trying hard to be the guy that a lot of you think I am. I also, my kids, I love them now. I'm away from them. I'm like, I miss them so much. It's tricky. It's tricky. So I wrote this song. I'm going to start out actually with this is a sing-along. So I'm going to teach you the words. And I wrote this, I was leaving for a 6-week tour. And I just was trying to fit a lot of fatherhood into the last bit before I left. And we were reading a book by a wonderful New York author, New York Times bestselling, Jacqueline Woodson. She wrote a beautiful book and we're reading it. And the kids said, Dad, we're tired. Can we go to bed? And I said, not yet. We need to finish this book tonight. So we're gutting through it, and the chapters just started repeating because it was a publishing error. Publishing error. So the chapters start repeating, and then there's no end in the book. It's right out of Elf. It's just terrible. And so I handled it very maturely, and I got on what was Twitter at the time, X now. And I just tweeted at HarperCollins, like, people depend on the end of books, and like, you know. So within minutes, I get a DM from New York Times best-selling author Jacqueline Woodson. She said, I'm so sorry about this. You know, there's the publishing these days, you just can't like get it right, and I'm gonna send books for all your daughters and sign them, and you know, I just want you to know you walk on water in our household. But then I realized she thinks I'm the children's author, Stephen Kellogg. And I'm like, no, I'm not actually singer-songwriter, Stephen Kellogg. She's like, oh, okay, well, yeah. Do we still get the books? Anyway, this is something about showing up for the people you love. It's meant to be a sing-along, so when we get to that chorus, join me. I challenge you to be honest. Everyone's afraid to tell the truth. Ain't nobody here gonna judge you. All the folks I care for got the blues. And I know that I should be grateful. I know that I should be kind. What is it that leaves me feeling hollow? Why do some of us get left behind? If there's only one place that anybody goes when the wild wind howls across the waves and through the snow, yeah, I will always be your harbor. I will always be your harbor. So you know, if one of us should ever fade to black, should gravity one day cease to exist, just remember, I will always have your back. A promise is forever. It don't matter what you did. A promise, that's forever. If there's only one place that anybody goes where the wild wind howls across the waves and on the toe, yeah, I will always be your, that's it, harbor. I will always, that's it, be your harbor. For the people you love, come on. So you know.
This one is one for Lady Road.
All right. I will start us off. We'll have a moment to consider this. Lady Road. Moonlight highway, quicksand, trying to pull us off the road. You don't succeed by giving up, that's one thing I know. And I'm sorry you got sick, and that I wasn't there. If I acted like a dick, it didn't mean I didn't care. been chasing dreams in magazines the last 10 years. And the way you treat your mother is up to you. But it can't feel all that good to be so angry. I guess I'll learn that too. Jessica's afraid she won't find love. She says that she ain't ever home. It feels like just last night, I swear I heard her say, she said, what if I die alone? Oh, but it's a broken-hearted attitude, still it kind of fits right in to this movie about all of us that's waiting to begin. I've been chasing dreams in magazines the last 10 years. And the way you treat your lover's up to you. But it can't feel all that good to be so jealous. And I guess I'll learn that too. This will change in time. We'll feel more alive. 'Cause protection's like a wheel, and the way you sometimes feel can make you think you might be the worst person you'll ever meet. Yeah, but that's alright, 'cause we got each other. We have got each other. We have got each other. Oh, and I've been chasing dreams in magazines the last 10 years, and the way you treat each other's up to you. But it can't feel all that good to be so scared, and I know what that's like too. And I guess I learned that too. I learned it right in front of you. And I'm learning it still, learning it still. She says, you think you'll come home? I said, I probably never will. Learn that too. So we picked up Chris on our way here. His house wasn't on the way or anything, but we picked him up. And as the crow flies, he lives 30 minutes from here. We picked him up, and I heard Trey, who was doing double duty tonight. Didn't he do a great job? I heard Trey goes, oh my God. I'm like, what's happened? He's like, it's going to take us 2 hours and 45 minutes to drive 30 miles on the Long Island Expressway.
Welcome to Long Island, people.
So we just barely made it here. Oh, the beautiful silver lining of that is Chris and I got to talk the whole way, right? We got to talk the whole way. And the thing that we settled on, the shocking thing about middle age. And I can't see those supposed kids up in the corner that you mentioned and gestured at, but I'm just eyeballing you, and most of us are at some version of middle age. I'm just saying. Don't shoot the messenger, it's okay. Some of you are early middle age, some of us are further along. The shocking thing, though, is you very much believe when you're young that you will figure out how to do. You just think like, well, okay, I'll figure things out, and then I'll know how to do things, and I'll be in command of whatever happens. And what happens is you arrive at middle age, and suddenly you've got maybe kids who are counting on you to be responsible for them, and you have parents, if you're lucky, who used to be helpful and aren't anymore. So suddenly you're getting it from both ends. Everybody's giving you a hard time, and you know less what you're supposed to do than you ever did. You're like, I don't fucking know, guys. I have no idea. It's stressful. And what was very life-affirming about getting in the car, you said some things on the 2 hour and 45-minute drive from 30 miles away that blew my mind, and I'll never regret that we went into Manhattan and picked your ass up. Because I will never regret. So if you are finding middle age a little shocking, you're not alone. Somewhere in this heart of mine, there's a clock that's always right on time. Let's keep our heads up, we'll be fine. Yeah, I guess I'll learn that too.
The reason I laughed so hard when you like mentioned like picking me up was I thought you were gonna tell, because I'm sitting here thinking like, tell a real story, and I mean that's a cute story, but I kind of cut it short and I got a little distracted, and then you started playing and I was like, you asshole, you should have told the real story of tonight, the greatest story ever told. The greatest story ever told. 'Tis the season. I got in the car, and I it's not the greatest story ever told, but it's pretty funny. It's not that great a story ever told. I'm just trying to see how many times I can say the greatest story ever told.
Yeah, it's a drinking game.
You guys are be doing shots now. So I get in the car, and I'm like, I just brain fart, and I call Trey. I'm like, hey Kyle, and he just like totally lets it slide, and Steve just starts laughing. Steve's like laughing, and I'm like, what the hell? I'm sorry, man. Your name is Trey, and I knew that for some reason. And then the rest of the trip we're calling Trey Kyle, because that's funny. And I walk in the door, and the monitor engineer, I'm like, hey, my name is Chris, and he goes, hey, my name's Kyle.
Peals of laughter across the board.
We walked in separately, and I was just like, oh my god, I can't wait to tell the guys that the monitor engineer's name is Kyle. And I went to like adjust something, and they got in like kind of behind me, and they come into the dressing room and they go, Chris, have you met Kyle?
It all makes sense why we said your name so many times.
Well, yes, I have met Kyle. It was such a pleasure to meet Kyle. The real Kyle.
Beautiful, beautiful.
And that's the greatest story ever told. If you're a Jew. Okay, maybe I might stand bitch for a second. All right. So, what was the category again?
Road song.
Road, yeah, Lady Road. I don't know, it's funny, these myths we tell ourselves about ourselves, like, my myth about me is that I'm irresponsible, and that I'm like actually not irresponsible. And I was out on the road this summer with my band Spin Doctors. Thank you. Applause for applause, that was really random. We've been together a really long time. For the last 15 years, Spin Doctors has been doing like what we call fly dates. We just fly out to all the shows, to show them on the weekends. So we did like a bus tour this summer, and so we hadn't like kind of lived together on a bus in a really long time. And I was like, being a curmudgeon because I'm a middle-aged fellow, and I said to Eric, our guitar player, I was like, God, man. Remember when I was like super laid back about everything? And he goes, no. So, yeah, like, this song is called Gone, and, wrote this tune in Norway on a songwriting trip, and everybody got really drunk, and two of my friends who are amazing writers and amazing musicians kind of went off on their own, and they wrote the music to this, so they had like this one line, like, if when you lean into the night, you're the fire, you're the light. And the next day, my friend Eric was like, Chris, man, we have this great music, you have to write lyrics to it, it's perfect for you. And I wrote this song, And I got lucky with this lyric, and I sat there like writing this lyric, going like, wait, oh shit, yeah, oh, and it came out really nice. But it's part of like this mythology of myself that's like, yeah, I'm a guy like leaves and you never see him again. And like meanwhile, like my daughter just got into grad school and she's 27, and like shit goes down in my house, and like, you know, like most dads, I'm kind of the idiot, but when some shit goes down, everybody's like what do we do? And I'm not that guy. You know, when I was younger, some teacher told me like, hey, make sure no one ever depends on you because you're completely irresponsible. No one's ever going to be able to rely on you. Then I go out on the road and I'm just like this lead singer and stuff like that, but it's not. We don't leave, really. You know, it's the world that kind of leaves us behind. You don't get to get old in the world that you were in your prime in. And people, you know, you lose people, not really because they leave you necessarily, but maybe because they die. Anyway, this song makes me think of my brother who died last year, and that was not a great setup, but hopefully it's a good song. When the morning comes, it won't outshine the fire. The stars have used to show you that you're tired. And when the daylight backs away, and the stars defeat the day, oh God. The broad bridges are left across and leave in flames, and past the leave all strewn across remains. Let the lessons stay unlearned. Gonna leave this stone unturned, 'cause I'll be gone. I'll be gone. When you lean into the night, you're the fire, you're the light. And me, I've been nowhere to be found. I know that there will be a song for every broken heart and soul. That there will be a coin to drop in every begging bowl. For me, I'm going down into sad and sighing music of the lyre, which is embers in the ashes of desire. And when the clock has left the moon, and sweet morning sweeps the gloom, I'll be gone. I'll be gone. When you lean into the night, you're the fire, you're the light. For me, I've been nowhere to be found. I know that there will be a song for every broken heart and soul. That there will be a coin to drop in every begging bowl. For me, I'm going down to the valley where the storm clouds make the crown. The weeds upon the head of the sky that's like a gown on the lady who's weeping, the lost and broken dawn that is coming through the window, through the curtains that are gone, and I'll be gone. When you lean into the night, you're the fire, you're the light. And me, I've been nowhere to be found. I know that there will be a song for every broken heart and soul. There will be a coin to drop in every begging bowl. For me, I'm going down.
This feels very SK-centric category, but I did pick them. A family song, which you can interpret however you like. I'll go first. You have a moment to consider. That could have been a family song, which you just played. I mean, I expected to be extremely private about my family. And if you're at all familiar with me, I have everything but my children's social security numbers up online. It's absurd. I share everything. Actually, my 13-year-old said to me last night, she said, Dad, I told you not to post that picture of us when we were at this museum, and I said, let's put a phone on the floor and we'll shoot it up, all of us, like the Doors, because if I couldn't get a band that could be successful, I figured I could get my family to sit around and look over and be like, we're all blood sisters, it's great. So she said, I told you not to post that, and then at school, someone Googled my name, and that's what came up. And I was like, there's nothing you can say, So I'm gonna play a family song. I guess the thing is, I have kids. That's fine. It really is. It's a wise decision in so many ways.
Kids are whatever.
There are some serious silver linings to that situation. And also,
I love my kid, but everybody else's kids fucking suck.
I know, exactly. They're awful. They're just.
I don't know why other people do it.
I know. I had people say the same thing. Oh, you love kids. I'm like, no, I love my kids. But a lot of kids are dicks, this is not. And
that kid seems cool though. I like that kid.
Which kid? I haven't seen any
back there.
Oh, hey, how you doing? Your parents love you so much more than anything. Don't let anything old SK says get you down. I'm glad you're here. Thank you. I couldn't see them before, but now you pointed it out.
I'm sorry.
Okay. So the thing we get addicted to is unconditional love, and that's an important thing. And I do feel the only people on the planet that I feel unconditional love for are my 4 children. They're the ones that have their names tattooed on my arm because they don't have to be good at sports. They don't need to get good grades. I'm always gonna love them, no matter how bad their life choices are. I will always love those 4 girls. I will. And my wife, who I've been with 32 years. Yeah. For her, I have a symbol tattooed, just in case. If she falls in love with the neighbor, I don't want her name tattooed on my arm, but my kids. So if you have somebody you love unconditionally, let them know. Big smile, big eyes. I don't think we slept until the day that you turned 5. The next thing I know, you're holding on so tightly and trying to be let go. But the one thing that never changes, doesn't matter what the age is. When I'm standing next to you, my heart still races. There is no way in my eyes that you can fail. It's just real to watch you ride the rails. So go find yourself, make a final destination, be a host of evening bells, be your own boss. 'Cause everyone who's in your corner, they'll be so much better off. And the one thing that never changes, doesn't matter what the age is. When I'm standing next to you, my heart still races. There is no way in my eyes that you can fail. I will always watch you ride the rails. Wherever your life takes you, and however your heart breaks, there is no such thing as failure if you learn from your mistakes. And I don't worry about you much because you are even stronger than your daddy ever was. And the one thing that never changes, it doesn't matter what the age is. When I'm standing next to you, my heart still races. There's no need to be exceptional. My love is always unconditional. So don't get hung up on some small details. Just get out there and ride the rails.
Yeah, Stephen, that's a good one, man. Yeah, well, I got a joke for that kid. You like jokes, kid? A stripper and a bishop walking right by. No, I'm just kidding. My kid, I mean, where do you start, right? First of all, no, not that. I was never with her mom, and so I went from being like just a rock and roll lead singer, doing whatever I wanted to do, like doing bong hits first thing in the morning, and to like just a dude with a baby. And my mom lived in Australia, my dad lived in California. My friends were like, baby, what? And so I was just like baby, telephone, frying pan, vacuum cleaner, diaper, and I fucking loved it, man. I just loved it. I was singing dumb songs to her and like carrying her around and all that. I never put her down. Used to take her to lunch with Aaron, our drummer, and just put her in a bassinet thing, put her on the table, and we just have lunch. She'd sleep the whole time. And I gave her the first time I gave her a bath. I just knew to keep her head out of the water. I didn't know. I'm really scared of making the water too hot, so I made it too cold. And I put her in the water, and she gave me this look I'll never forget. I mean, she was like nothing old, like days old. And she gave me this look that was just like, wait, you were totally cool until now. Wait, can I actually trust you? And then like later I was giving her a bath. She's like 2 or something, very precocious, very smart. And she it was done, time for the bath to be over, and she was sitting in there and she tried to pull. We had one of those like stoppers, in the plug of the drink. She tried to pull it up, and her legs were out like this, and she was pulling it, and like no leverage at all, and I'm just like watching her do this. I'm like, you fucking idiot. And her butt came out from underneath her, and her head like swiveled around, and she was laying on her back, like looking up at the faucet with the water like around her head like this, and she goes, oh, this is terrible. And I got her some pajamas, and she was like 4, and I put them on her, and they were little pink princess pajamas, and she puts them on. She looks down, and she goes, these sleeves are fucking tight. And I go, what did you say? And she goes, sleeves? Best. So the other day we were at Thanksgiving and she mentioned this song that I used to sing to her when I was putting her to bed. I haven't played it in a really long time, so let's see if I can get through it. I played it for her the other day, and I hadn't played it in a couple of years. It's called All I Know Is I Love You. It's my daughter's favorite song. I don't know the temperature on Mars. I don't know the square root of 92. I don't know the distance to the stars. All I know is I love you. All I know is I love you. I don't have a thinker like wrote down. I know what made Picasso blue. Don't know a Seurat from a Cézanne. All I know is I love you. All I know is I love you. All I know is that your lips are honey. Don't go change it, baby, 'cause you're right on the money. I don't know the history of Greece. The date of Waterloo. I don't know the plot of War and Peace. All I know is I love you. All I know is I love you.
Great. I feel like we've like highlighted you enough that there should be some.
You can't pick one.
You pick the category. Okay. Okay, this is a good thing. I meant to bring you like a gift or something. I'll send something up, okay? All right, the category is a song that scares you to play. So many. Most exercise I've had in a week. Here we go. Yeah, of course. All right, song that scares me to play. God, there's so many. There really are. Okay. I'm going to sing you some. Last time I was in Long Island, I was in Huntington, and I played a show with Counting Crows. And I had my two oldest daughters out on the road with me, and about an hour before the show, Adam said, hey, we should do your song during our set. And so, for me, I mean, you can look around the room. I'm not the biggest artist in America. I don't think that's a secret. But also, here I am almost 30 years in, you know? And if you give up, shit like that doesn't happen, you know? And so there I am, with my two daughters on my right, and one of my favorite bands playing my song. And I'm very grateful for those opportunities. And yet, this song that he asked to play, I always skipped it because I never really played it live because I thought that I just was too worried that people would get bored or something like that. And I don't always sing the songs I want to sing because I'm concerned about your welfare. So this is your fault, guys. This is your fault. Hey, Laura, for this song, could we do it just for the fun of it, do it different? Could we just turn off the lights? I'll sing this song in the dark, if that's okay. This is a song about waking up every day and thinking I'm going to be a good husband today, I'm going to be a good father, I'm going to be a good friend, I'm going to be a good business leader. And, you know, by 9:30, it all goes to shit, and you're like, I'm not your servant, you guys. I'm like, you know. But my friends, that's what it's like, loving people and living with people and bouncing off them. So, and I'm fine to be totally in the dark. I'll just say that because it's sort of a relief for an introvert. Because there's a moment after I screw up most days where I walk around because I don't sleep much and I look at everybody in my house and I think I love you so much, I'm going to try again tomorrow. And you better believe that the next day it all goes to shit by 9:30 just like it always does. But I do try. Well, I'm happy, but I got an angry heart. I live in a world so dark that sometimes I can't see what's in front of me, and I get scared. And hey, darling, I notice that you're still sad. It's written on your forehead that you get no peace even when you sleep. That's not fair. I wish you could see this light that surrounds you at night, and I almost woke you up. Words could never be enough, and I always say too much, but I almost woke you up. You're so perfect since the day I met you. Well, that was it, I just know. But how do we get well when we hurt like hell? Damned if I know. I wish you could see this light that surrounds you in the night, and I almost woke you up. Words could never be enough, and I always say too much, but I almost woke you up. Yeah, I almost woke you, and we were told cannot have, what she cannot hold. Yeah, 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 yeah. I wish you could see this light that surrounds you in the night, and I almost woke you up. Yeah, I almost woke you. Words could never be enough, and I always say too much, but I almost woke you up. Yeah, I almost woke you. Oh, 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 see me now. You have never let me down. I've been missing you so much that I almost woke you. I wish you could see this light. You could see this light. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Even when I start to play, baby, why you radiate? I've been missing you so much that I almost woke you.
This song, I'm scared to play this song. It's got 5 verses. They're really long. It's kind of mad and strange, and I'm never sure anybody's gonna like it. There's a lot of spots you can fuck it up. See what I mean? Is this something I said? It's called Portrait of a Young Dog, as Bob Dylan. The ghosts of the clowns you've executed come to town, and every time you turn around they've got their hands on your gown. It's got you frantic, 'cause you can see that they all freeze you viciously, stir your tea and order them to do more antics. And your flaming roosters crowing, 'cause they know your show's about to go from droll to manic. My sweet, you're only switching seats on the Titanic. My sweet, you're only switching seats on the Titanic. See what I mean? Your entourage is bland, which makes you mad, 'cause you had to be the good and the bad. trained to be lame. She rents the reins because you want to blow the brains and they tell you you're fantastic. And the skin you are shedding, the attention you're getting means the island you ship on road to your bed. But there's no need to panic. My sweet, you're only switching seats on the Titanic. My sweet, you're only switching seats on the Titanic. And the word on the street is that the gifts at your feet are bringing down the heat, and that you finally skip the beat. Who'd have imagined? If you're on the ground, all these folk you have found are bringing you down to theories of sound that they do not fit into your pageant. You're losing speed. Your speed of midstream pays no heed to the people who bleed to the ground. You've annexed. My sweet, you're only switching seats on Titanic. My sweet, you're always switching seats on the Titanic. Unicorns in uniform who perform to your scorn are well informed that you're trembling. All the freaks who sell out the geeks, who backstab the meek, who mock the way you speak, and the committees you're assembling. Oh no, you can't be alone as you select another clone and throw a burning bone to the rivals and stone the sweet blues ocean. My sweet, you're only switching seats on the Titanic. My sweet, you're only switching seats on the Titanic. And at long last, now that you've passed, you must select a cast to make it seem more fast than the movie version. But the tawdry truth is that there is no proof, and to remain aloof, you must remove roof to make room for your aspersions. Though the plaster isn't set and the end's not written yet, in the back room you're placing bets that your regrets will seem to fill the blanks. My sweet, you're only switching seats on the Titanic. My sweet, you're only switching seats on the Titanic.
I love that song so much, and so we're gonna do another round, but I want to acknowledge something, how special this is to me. I love that song so much.
Thanks, man.
And that one really it bowls me over, and I think of myself as a kid showing up at a Spin Doctors show, waiting around the bus at Fairfield U, to get an autograph. You autographed a dollar bill for me. And I met my wife so very young, but our first dance we ever had was to a Spin Doctors song.
Come on, I didn't know that.
Dude, and so I got a little gift for you.
No
Something. I got a little something I want you to have. It's,
I don't
it holds a condom and it says, it holds guitar picks, but it says, to you, old friend Chris Barron, Old Friends Tour, and I can't, I thank you guys for being here tonight and for getting when you said 5 verses, I knew you were going to play that song, and that song deserves like its own stage, man.
Thanks,
it's a really special.
Thank you.
So, you guys have had fun, right? Yeah. This is fun. What could be more fun? Lock the doors. Nobody leaves. We're going to do one more round here, and Chris, I want you pick the category, and you're going to kick this off. All right. Cool. I'll help you read it. It says, I knew I loved songwriting when I wrote this song.
Oh, yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah, great.
I think I have a good song for this one. It's like, these are like turning up a bunch of like mellow songs. Is that okay that I'm not like up here?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. All good. Okay.
Come see the spin doctor, we're fucking funky. Yeah, I wrote this tune. I mean, this is a song I wrote. I mean, I started playing guitar when I was 8, but I didn't get serious until I was 12. That's a laugh line, but it doesn't always get a laugh. I think it's funny. And I had this guitar teacher named Barry Peterson. The first lesson, he was like this big Ichabod Crane looking dude. He's probably like 6'6", 6'8". Comes in, sits down, and looks at me. He's got a great big Adam's apple, and he's like 3/4 neck, and he goes, exercise and drill, girls, boys, everywhere. And I was like, what the fuck is going on here? Exercise and drill, girls, boys, everywhere. G-A-T. No, E-A-D-G-B-E. I still don't know the notes.
That's constantly. I'm like, what's...
He's like, those are the notes. I never forgot it, but I still don't know how to fucking actually apply it. But Barry was great, man. Barry taught me like a Harry Belafonte song and a Simon & Garfunkel tune and a Fleetwood Mac song, and then like the 4th week he comes in, and like I put a chord from each of those songs kind of together, and I was like strumming with the strumming pattern, and I didn't know if he I'm dyslexic, like severely learning disabled, so my whole childhood was just like grown-ups being like, stop fucking around and do what we told you to do. So I thought he was going to come in and just be like, stop fucking around and practice the Harry Belafonte song, And so he comes in, and I show him this thing, and he goes, oh yeah, you just take some chords you like, and you just like strum them together, and you go da 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 da, do 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 do. If you keep doing that, it turns into lyrics, and then you write those down in a notebook, and with the chords, and that's how you write songs. And I was like, wait, what? And he was like, what? And I was like, what about the squiggly lines and the staff thing? And he's like, do you think Bob Dylan and John Lennon know how to read music? And I was like, yeah, of course they do. And he's like, that's how they write songs too. And I was already writing like poetry and stuff like that. I was already sitting in my fucking English class being like, and in the distance, a bell tolls like a Roman symphony. I was like this dark little poet guy. And I wanted to write songs that, were like good enough to be people's favorite songs. I wanted to write somebody's favorite song. That was always like my thing, because music meant so much to me as a young person. The idea of being a leaf on the great tree of music, and having my little twig on the rock and roll branch just always meant so much to me. Like, we were sort of talking about that when we got it. It's like, this is this is a job, it's a craft, it's an art. And as you get older, the thing of like sitting in a van with somebody and talking shop and exchanging these like little courtesies that show that you respect each other, that like it's this unspoken thing, and like, you know, Stephen giving me a gift on the gig in front of all you guys. It's like there's a lot of like respect that goes back and forth. And so I've been writing songs a long fucking time, you know, and I knew that I loved writing songs from the get-go. And my first songs were, I'm not gonna be like modest, like I was writing really good songs from a very early age. And so this is a song that I wrote. I started when I was like 30 and I didn't finish it for like 10 years because I wrote this verse and chorus and it was just a fucking gem. And I was like, I will never finish this song. It's so perfect. And then, you know, like anything else, this is just a craft. You know, you like spend your life getting better and better at it. Like you start out, you know, and you're good at it and you're cute. So you make a lot of money and everybody wants to see you. And then you get older and you're not cute anymore, but you get better at the actual writing part. So
I feel like I skipped the making a lot of money part. But that's cool.
Yeah.
No problem. It's cool.
Sorry.
Hey!
Did. Bye. Don't worry. I squandered it.
I'm making I'm like,
Dot-
there's still hope. You're
Dot
saying
com
there's a
crash.
chance. Yeah.
.com crash, man. So, thank you, George W. Bush. This is a song, and this is like, if you, this song explains how I go about writing songs. So if you do the things that I mentioned in the song, if you do them, you will be able to write songs. The way I write songs. In the manner and style of Chris Barron. I took my pen and dipped it in my heart, shaved myself a sliver of the moon, I put a song, a teardrop, but then I made a start to put the love of you, to put the love of you into my tune. The love of you into my tune. Deep breath and wrapped it round his heart, stolen from the silver of the spoon. Daydream, some starlight with the love of my heart, to put the love of you. Put the love of you into my tune. Put the love of you into my tune. I dreamt a dream and held it to the light. Tidy little ribbon round the dawn. I reached for a whisper and held it not too tight, to put the love of you, to put the love of you into my song, to put the love of you into my song. I bent my ear to hear the world sing high, listened for the dreaming of the leaves.
Center for having us, Mike for running the sound, Kyle for running the wedges, and of course Tracy and for tour managing last year and kicking off the show. It's really great to be here. This is my third time at the Boulton Center. I was invited first in 2009, then 2017, so I guess it's every 8 years, and I'll see you again in 2033. I'll take it. So before I play this last song, what's the category here? I can't even remember. Oh, I know I love songwriting when I wrote this song. Okay, good. I got you. I want to say, brought some merchandise with me. It's never a hard sell on anything, but you know, you heard me talking about these 4 kids. I don't have the luxury of not mentioning what's out there. I put out a new record called To You Old Friend about friendship that's seen from a lot of, thank you both, from a lot of different angles. We have it on vinyl and also these things called compact discs. They're sweeping the nation right now. A bunch of t-shirts out there, including a tour t-shirt that has Bayshore on it for tonight, so that's significant. I have a songbook that I just revised. This songbook is now over 330 pages, and these are all the lyrics that have been living in my head for all these years. And the chorus to how to play this song. It's my life's work. It's valued at like $35, which is bullshit, but this is where we're at. We also have a thumb drive, a flash drive that has got all the albums I've ever made, all the music videos I've ever made, the entire songbook. Everything's on there. This is also $35, and this includes a tour poster that has Bayshore, New York. I mean, my manager's like, give me a hit and we'll talk, but like, meantime, $35. All right. I'm not yelling. What'd you say?
Such a deal.
It is a fucking deal. It is. I mean, it's good. If you felt something, you know, it's a big deal when you pick something up. Since the last time I was here, I wrote a book. It's called Objects in the Mirror, Thoughts on a Perfect Life from an Imperfect Person. Seems like the people down front maybe have read it, but lots of you guys in the back, we got a book for you. This is a collection of essays about the things I found most useful in my life. These are essays about forgiveness, about integrity, about having a sense of humor, and there's probably nothing that means more to me than to have this go out in the world, because we all just want our lives to mean something, and I know you guys have showed up, and I hope you'll show up again in the next few months, and the winter tour will do all of that. It's just beautiful out. All right. I knew I loved songwriting when I wrote this song, if only because I was going into a sold-out band show, a lot of people out there, and I said, I think I might open up with this solo song, and my manager said, no, do not do that. And I was like, well, I'm definitely doing it right now. And I went out and it got me through. So this song, lots of songs are just prayers, non-denominational prayers that we throw out in the world, the things that we wish someone would tell us, and the things that we want to tell the people we love. And this is my song for you, Bayshore.
Yeah.
There's some things you never get over, whatever your parents say. First on my list of these 3 things is the sight of my father walking away. Next on my list will be heaven. I already know what it's like, 'cause I fell in love when I was 16, the absolute love of my life. Last on my list will be losing, someone always needs to win. Thumbing your nose at the boss, I suppose it feels like a beautiful thing. The thing that nobody tells you, you figure it out if you can. There's one thing on earth no one can touch, it's the sleep of a satisfied man. The sleep of a satisfied man. I It's not from lack of loving you. You can't remember when you stopped breathing. I can't remember it too. But I'm coming home tomorrow, and I wanted you to know the part of me could make you smile. It's the same part that needed to go. The thing that nobody tells you, you figure it out if you can. It's that they can't interfere or get inside here to the sleep of a satisfied man. Yeah, the sleep of a satisfied man. Boy, these things that I've had to learn. There's one that won't quit no matter how I try. One won't quit, it's all that I can stand. I just don't quit. Never learn to say goodbye. I hope for your sakes that you can. On April 2nd, birth of my heart, the day that the zombie awoke with a start. And I fell for Button and she fell for me, back in the spring of 1993. January 7th, 2005, birth of my blood came fully to life. When I see St. Peter and I ask for my wings, leave me that memory and the joy that it brings. But thing that nobody tells us, we figure it out if we can. It's these things that we just can't get over. Build a character of a woman or a man. And heaven and family and children, what's left of me when I die? Then I hope for your sake you are better than me at learning to say goodbye. Yeah, heaven and family and children are what's left of the race that I ran. I will quietly slip to the slumbering peace of a sleep of a satisfied man. In the sleep of a satisfied man. In the sleep of a satisfied man. I hope to be a Chris and love you satisfied. Damn right. Thank you for the partial standing ovation, guys. No, really. Seriously, don't get up off your asses. It's okay. We'll try. We would love to do it like with encore. Thank you so much. I hope you've had fun. This is really fun. It's great.
The back is good, the front is good, the middle apparently, they're like, we're exhausted. We're freaking exhausted. Now, what you may or may not know, that's
Too much love.
And I don't do that, don't
I
I?
don't know if you
Yeah, I'll say it.
is that you're watching us. You know, maybe you came to see Chris, maybe you came to see me. You're deciding, do I like what's happening? We're judging you too. Our audience is looking at me. And I gotta say, you, my friend, your enthusiasm was you lifted me up all night. So I want you to be very well.
When I was pregnant and he was with you, you were saying he was going to see you in Connecticut, and you were congratulating us on our first meeting.
On your baby? I know, because misery loves company.
And we love our children.
Yeah, no, we all love our children. I mean, if you can't, obviously we love our kids, but they're also like the hardest, worst thing ever.
Can we pay for him to be at our kid's wedding?
Me? guys do well. I hope you're finance people and call me.
Well, let's Kate. No.
Yeah, no, shoot me at the end. We'll see.
We can probably work it out. I'm just. They're only 6, so I have to stay alive another 15 years. Well, I'll have 2 more shows at the Boulton Center by then, so there it is. I mean, if everybody brings 5 friends, we will eventually sell out the Boulton Center. I would love it. I would love it, because I love this place. I mean, when the offer came in, you know, look, I know nobody's getting rich tonight, including us, but it's like, honestly, like, I love it here, and I so appreciate whoever the buyer was that called my agent and said, come back to Bayshore. Like, thanks. I'm trying as hard as I know how to fill these asses in the seat. Now, Chris, you're going to go first, and this is a really funny category because I thought this was going to be bigger. This is more of an SK category.
Oh my God.
You've actually had some songs be very big. So do whatever you will with this.
Are you sure you want me to go first?
I do, if only for irony.
Okay. Because we all know like what I'm going to play right now, right?
Yes! This is why you
I
invite
mean-
Chris Barron to do it.
I did not think this song was going to be bigger. I mean, you guys want me to do 2 Princes or?
Yes! Yes! Yeah. And the irony, I can't believe there's so many categories and that we pulled this category.
You made it
Could
happen.
the song even have been big?
We manifested it.
Oh my God.
God. What? Okay, well, I was at work and I got a phone call from a young woman who I had a big crush on all through middle school and high school. My boss was pissed that I'm getting a phone call at work, and my shift fortunately was pretty much over anyway, so I hang up the phone with her. I walk out onto Nassau Street in Princeton, New Jersey, my hometown, and Mike Wilder is coming up the street. Mike was the big brother of my friend David Wilder, who went on to be a very sought-after session bass player, the best musician I grew up with, except John Popper. And Mike had ended up writing like Macy Gray's song, I Tried to Walk Away and I Stung.
Yeah.
I thought that was going to be bigger. I didn't know how big it was. And Mike was like this super cool guy. He was like a minor like grandmaster at chess, but like girls loved him. In spite of the fact that he was a total nerd, and we all like wore the same stuff as Mike did, and we all like said stuff that he said. He was super nice to us, and he was really popular, and like we were all just like nerdy, dweeb musician boys, and so I run into him on the street. I've been out of high school for like a year now, 19 years old, and Mike says, "Chris, man, what's going on?" And I was like, "Well, I was at work and I got a phone call from a chick." That's how we talked back then. And he goes, "Well, go ahead with that." And I was like, "But I think she might be mad at me." And he was like, "Well, just go ahead now." And I was like, "Well, maybe she likes me." And he was like, "Well, just go ahead with that. Go ahead now. Just go ahead now." I kept saying that. Just go ahead now. And I went home and I was like, and there's one little fun factoid, one more little thing about that I think is quite instructive. I hope is instructive. So I pull out I used to write on those yellow legal pads, right? And in like a Schaefer ballpoint pen with that beautiful blue ink. And I still have this notebook somewhere. And I write down 1, 2, Princes kneel before you. Just go ahead now. Princes who adore you. That's what I said now. And I was like, That's stupid. That's fucking dumb. What the fuck is that supposed to be? Some bullshit about princes? Like, what? Where's that going? And I was practicing this technique that I still use, this creative technique. The idea is that you have a creative voice and you have an editing voice. And the creative voice gets to go first. And you just, you can't let the editing voice in while the creative voice is working. Because the creative voice is like this little kid. You gotta let the little kid run around and finger paint and look out the window and just be as kooky as it needs to be. The editing voice is also very useful, but it needs to come in later. And then you use the editing voice to constructively work on the thing that the creative voice came up with, unless it just comes out perfect, because the creative voice is pretty fucking hot shit. So the way I visualized it was you got the creative voice and the editing voice, and they both have a speaker, and they both have a volume knob. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to turn the volume knob down on the editing voice, turn the volume knob up on the creative voice, and just see where this goes. And I really thought this was going to be bigger. Now I never have to work a normal job again. But I said now, princess, what are you? Go ahead now, promise. Come on, tell this pockets. And that's the way now, this one, you want the pocket rockets. I am never said now. This one, got the princess racket. But I said now, got some. Sit up on me, Jackie, and listen now. You remember him? The blue ones on you. How about that now? You remember me? The blue fish on you. You did his hat now. Remember him? Remember me? I don't know what to look about, but can't see. I ain't got no future. I'm feeling tree, but really picking up an awesome beat. I ain't picking up an awesome piece. If you don't call me, baby, go ahead now. We'll give you. Not coming, baby. Go ahead now, we give you home from the promise. Go ahead now, we give you lots of promise. Go ahead now. Like to tell me, baby, huh? Just go ahead now. And if you are born to buy me flowers, just go ahead now. And if you like to touch my eyes, just go ahead now. And if you want to call me, baby, if you stop to tell me, baby, if you want to buy me flowers, if you stop to call my eyes. God
All right, now, this is my category. I had lots of songs I thought were man.
Hey, can I just really quick plug my merch?
Yeah. Chris has photographic.
Yeah, I've got silver gelatin photographic prints that I took these pictures and I developed the negatives and I printed them. It's an exhaustive process. It's a real art. I've got them for sale up there. I just started doing it a while ago, and if you don't mind just coming and having a look at them, it would be, you don't have to buy them, but just come and have a look at it.
Some whole ass songwriter shit. You should buy them.
Yes, but buy
this shit. Buy all the stuff. I mean, if you got the mix.
Yeah, but buy his shit and check mine out.
Yeah, buy my shit first. But if you need a photo, this is passion. No, I mean upstairs.
Yeah, the table up there. We're gonna go up there and say hi to people.
I'm done.
Okay.
Yeah.
I gotta pop up and say hi. Because I want to see what you guys think of my
No, I'm an
photo.
asshole. You don't want to deal with me. The thing about Two Princes that's significant too is that I married a girl whose dad was in finance, and this guy kept asking me throughout we were on Universal Records. He's like, "You think you're gonna keep doing this?" And I was like, "You're like a song in the top 20 at AAA right now." Like, yeah, I'm gonna keep doing this, you know? But he just kept asking me, like, really? Okay, all right. And then the golfer John Daly became a fan of mine, and we were invited to go golf with John Daly. And my very conservative father-in-law was like, oh, I'm very excited. I said, you can come. And he came down to do this golfing thing. He was suddenly a little more interested in my career. I went down to Arkansas to golf, and he was so excited. I said, just so you know, like, John's a pretty crude guy, and this is, my father-in-law used to say, don't curse, don't ever curse, that's low, you know. So I said, just, you know, John curses, like, just, so we get down there, and I say, John, this is my father-in-law, Ed, this is John. And Ed is so excited because he's, you know, golfer. I know somebody that knows you that golfed, and they shot an eagle, whatever the hell. And John goes, did I fuck her? I'm sitting there, and then my father goes, no, it's a he. And John goes, well, did he suck my cock? And I'm like, I'm gonna let you guys just catch up, and then I'll go get a nice tea. Two princes, man. I'm the other prince. You know, doesn't have the cash, but he's a good guy. I have loved this show so much. I've done 50 of these. Chris, this is beautiful. Thank you for being here. I would leave you guys with a song that is about my life. I thought a lot of things would be bigger, quote unquote, but also like I know that this is special. I know that this life is special, and I appreciate you. But if any of you have had a moment in your life where you're like, I thought this would be easier, like, this song's for you. Here we go. She was on fire and wild and American. She burns it out proudly just because she can. And if I had $1 for everything I should have said, I would probably still be busted. I would throw it all away again. Lightning bugs light up all across the southern sky. Some guys get it all, they don't even need to try. Watched you roll away, you didn't even say goodbye. Now I hate the night, I'm guessing that's the reason why this is my life on the 4th of July. It isn't much, but at least it's mine. So I got in my van, I ended up in Boston. I thought about my friends and how easily I lost them. I'd do it all again, I'd leave everyone exhausted. Some folks get a break, me still in car one. I fell to you Nights when I would drink too much. If you thought about me too, you never ever tried to get in touch. I went back to school and I ran into these guys I knew. We started up a band, but we couldn't seem to get through. We got some gigs, eventually we lost that too. Did you ever think that maybe if you're not happy, it's because of you? This right here, it's our life. On the 4th of July. It isn't much, but at least it's mine. I said, nah, 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 nah. Lost a job selling ads for magazines. Nights when I would play, I would think about her constantly. Everything I loved somehow got away from me. Suicide, used to talk about it openly. I finally quit. Maybe I got fired, I don't know, it doesn't matter, just as long as it happened wrong. I had up the fears and the doubts I was living with. Songs of light and book, school work and all that shit, you know this right here, it's my life. On the 4th of July. It isn't much, but at least it's mine. I said, nah, 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 nah. The girl, some time, and a couple friends. Small talk, parties, never could stomach it. I'm old enough to say, yeah, I remember when, but I don't have the time for your nostalgia or this criticism's you gonna learn. See, I've been learning to let go of parents and bosses and people who don't want you to grow. And I know that anything you want to, you can do. No one's gonna tell me who the hell I should sing to in this. This tonight, this is my life. On the 4th of July. It isn't that much, but at least it's mine. I know it's mine now. This is my life. On the 4th of July. It isn't much, but at least it's mine. Before I sing the last chorus, I want to tell you something Chris said to me on the drive here that like rocked. He said, it's okay to be tired and proud. It's okay to be tired from what life has thrown at you and also proud of what you've been able to pull off. And that was something I really needed to hear, man. I'm going to sing this last chorus, and I'm going to invite you to take whatever it is you're carrying around in your life. It could be the bill for the septic system, whatever the hell it is. I'm going to invite you to just kind of like get involved in whatever you want to sing, you want to clap. The show's got about 45 more seconds in it. I'm just going to invite you to exercise a few demons, man, because I'm carrying around mine. I know you're carrying around yours. I get the emails and the DMs after the show, but I want to feel it tonight, man. I want to feel like what it would have been like if this was at Giants Stadium, okay? And I know you're like, Giants Stadium, that's New Jersey. I know, but that was what I was aiming at, so fuck it. 1, 2, 3.